Hello everybody, welcome to episode 123 of Banter Blitz with Jan Gustafsson. I'm Jan Gustafsson and I do like talking about myself in the third person. 123, is that a Jackson 5 song? I think so, right? ABC, easy as 123. Dating myself there with my references. So apologies for the shifting start times if you're watching this live. It's Sunday evening and I get very confused by my cinema scheduling of the very exciting movie Jumanji. Because the cinema told me it would end at 1955, so I thought I wasn't gonna make 8, even though it started at 5, so I thought this is a long movie. I'm not sure where this is going. I went with my nephew, in case you're silently judging me for watching the movie Jumanji. I understand. We seem to have a pattern. The last movie I saw with him, he's 12, was Baywatch. So it seems to be mainly the rock movies that we're watching with a lot of, dare I say, juvenile humor. It was alright. I fell asleep like in the middle of the movie as I tend to, but I woke up for the finale and I enjoyed it. So if you are a 12-year-old or not, you could do worse than to watch a nice action comedy featuring the talents of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart. Who else was in it? Jack Black. That's all the people I recognized. Karen Gillan. Anyway, this is Banter Blitz. If you happen to be a Chess24 premium member, you can challenge me to a game of 5-minute chess, and we shall play a lovely game of chess from which not just you and I, but everybody watching can learn a great amount about the royal game, as I like to call it. And let's see if we already have some potential challengers or victims, as I really think of. But I like to call it challengers to make the show seem more exciting than it really is. What about Piotr Zielecki? Apologies, should I have bungled that name? Which is hard to believe, because I'm so good at names. You can also talk to me, even better than playing me. I'm not sure about this look, by the way. This worn out polo shirt below this worn out jacket. Check out this jacket, it's like falling apart. But I just threw on some clothes I found lying around the studio. As I always pretend to, but we all know I'm spending hours dressing up for this show. So d4, knight f6, c4. When I was a young man. Actually, I once played this against an international master. The move to b6. It's one of these moves that look ridiculous. It's not completely ridiculous, but also not very good. You're hoping for f3, which some books say is the refutation. But after f3, knight c6, intending e5, the position actually gets kind of fun. While after knight c3, bishop b7, let's say knight f3, e6, things aren't great. He starts with knight f3. No, sorry, the sentence I just started to make sense. Anyway, b6, not as bad as it looks. Also not great, in my humble opinion. So let's see what we're talking about in that chat. Conte Yellow is making porn references, which I get. That says a lot more about me than about everybody else. But I can't read that out. You understand. Then there's praise for my recent video series. I always enjoy that. Check out my series on the Alpha Zero versus Stockfish match, where I also tried to build ourselves a little repertoire with white against the Queen's Indian, which is sort of what I'm playing now. I also relatively recently, finished the series on how to play with black against the Italian. Today I ran into the author of a book about the Italian from the white side that I frequently mentioned in my video series, Georgios Soulidis. Met him after having brunch in my neck of the woods. There he was, out of nowhere, standing somewhere. He just won a chess tournament. I don't understand many things, but I'm aware that most of my rambling today might not be as coherent, is that a word? As coherent as you're used to. But I just got out of the movies where I watched Jumanji, which is probably gonna provoke some brain melting. And I went to one of these, I think it's not a German thing, right? Brunches everywhere now. One of these all-you-can-eat brunches. And I thought, okay, I paid, so I will go for the all-you-can-eat. And I ate a lot of stuff. This position, so he's played naturally after e6, bishop g5. I guess the main move is bishop b4, transposing to some hybrid Nimzo-Indian. Instead, I just went for humble development here with d6, which is normally not really my style. I believe the mainline theory is h6 followed by c5. I went for this d6, knight bd7, for no particular reason. And white occupied the center, which looks logical. And I'm unhappy. Well, you all know that. So I have to find a way to fight against that center. I'll go for c5 and hope that I'm not losing by force after e5. These lines could get interesting. e5 takes, knight g4, bishop h7, king h8, with a very messy position. But I have a feeling it might be playable for me. While after d5, I do have the standard tactic of going knight takes d5, e takes d, bishop g5. The problem is h7 is hanging, so it's not really gaining me all that much. Therefore, I'll start with h6, sort of hoping for bishop h4, knight takes d5. If the bishop goes to f4, then I'll be very disappointed. But he did go to h4, and now I hope this typical petite combinaison, as we call it in Germany, does work. The point is, after bishop e7, I can go knight e7, while after ed or cd, I can take on h4, and I should emerge a pawn up. Chapa Capacha is asking, why is Jan in the office today? That is a good question. I was contemplating to do this show from my basement, but then I centralized to the center of Hamburg, where our office is based anyway, to go to the movies and to visit my sister and all this complicated stuff. So I thought, might as well do it from over here. And also, I have gotten some complaints every once in a while, which are very understandable, that if I only do shows, or we only do shows during office hours, it's hard for people that are based in Europe and have regular jobs to attend these shows. Therefore, I'll make a bit more of an effort to do some stuff outside of normal office hours. I used to be more of a night owl, but ever since I got a daughter, I'm more of a suburban family man now. Therefore, a little less night shows. But I'll try to, throw in the occasional not working hours show. I'm a pawn up after my great combination from earlier. I don't think there's a lot of compensation for white, but I still have to play actively because the position is sharp with, what do you call this, heterogenic castles. After CD, I guess I'm in time to go for standard stuff like a6, b5. Could also think about playing more aggressively, something like c4. But that's not how I do it normally. Rook e1 is fine, of course. Queen g5, check f4 doesn't yield me anything, so I'll just be humble. Go here. Knight takes d5 I don't like. I think he should have gone cd, because this bishop on b7 was not really the crown jewel of my position. Well, now I end up with this knight against this bishop. And that looks like a favorable situation. I'll go for this. My point is bishop c4, rook c8, and I should win a piece with b5. Queen c4, rook c8 as well. So you probably should go bishop f5 or bishop h7, king h8, bishop f5. After which I can maybe jump start my queenside counterplay. Knight c5, queen a5 is what I want. Maybe white should actually take on d7, not sure. Now it feels like I will be very fast. There's also some discussion what time it is in the Germanys. It's Sunday afternoon, 10 past 8. Yes, I'm aware it's Germany, not the Germanys. What else can I tell you guys? What have I been doing? Not much. I've been having a quiet family weekend, really. What's going on in the chess world? I just read our article on the chess calendar. This looks like a good chess year. With Vaikansei about to start. Well, not about to start, but it starts in like a week. Still not 100% clear. At least for me personally, how I'll be involved covering it from over here. I won't be doing any official commentary. And my guess is we'll be embedding the official English commentary. But I don't really know, so I'll look into that. Probably I'll be doing some German commentary some of the days. I don't know, but I'm excited to see Top Chess returning. That was my main point. Not plugging upcoming or not upcoming commentary. Then I just read the article, but I forgot all about it already. There is the Aeroflot Open, that's horribly strong. The Reykjavik Open, very popular. Played that once, long time ago. The Candidates Tournament, obviously one of the big highlights of this year. This is a year where we get the candidates, where we get the Olympiad, and where we get a World Championship match. So, somewhat more action in the even years these days. Because apart from that, we also have all the quote-unquote regular super tournaments. There's Norway Chess. There's, I'm guessing, the Grand Chess Tour. So, there will be a lot of action in this year, and I might lose on time if I keep talking about all that action. So, time to speed up, take the queen, go home. Not literally, because we just started. But, you know, this is an uphill battle, even though you can move your king really fast, Piotr. Thanks for the game, though. I think he played well, but as I mentioned... Well, first of all, don't fall for that knight takes d5 tactic. That's a tactic everyone falls for once or twice at the beginning of their chess careers. And then you start avoiding it. And secondly, in this position, even though you're a pawn down, don't go knight takes d5. Go c d5. I'm not saying it's a great position, but at least try to use this bishop on b7 against me. And I'm reading my US viewers appreciate this time frame. That's good to hear. Shout out to both of you guys. Always exciting to have you around. And yeah, I'm aware I should be doing a little more late night stuff for the US guys. Hey, you know how it is with family. But let's crush some of you, just to set a precedent, so you don't miss it too much. Who shall we start with? Arkady 415 is based in the USA. By the way, before you start your rightful, even though no, I don't think those are rightful, because it's not the concept of the show. Your complaints, I'm only playing low-rated players. No, I don't have a follow-up. I'm not going to give my typical defensive speech. I'm trying to crush all of you. Next game, I'll try to find an even higher rated player than Arkady 415, who might not be there. Where you at, Arkady? Do I have to speculate about what the 415 means? 415. That's like the time where the Brits have their afternoon tea, right? But it's probably not what Arkady is talking about. I also doubt, even though, of course, Chess24, very popular chess website, that we have 415 users or more that are called Arkady, so that was the last number left. So, long story short, I have to abort. Wondering how many teenage girls are telling their parents that on a daily basis. Let's find somebody else. Is the show lagging, by the way? Site seems a little slow, but I hope that does not apply to the show. Wow, I'm rhyming a lot today. And let's play against Querido Artista from Portugal. Beloved artist? Is that what Querido Artista stands for? I would guess so. 2705. Here we are. And Tapacapacha is asking, just curious, how did Jan get so many American fans? First of all, 2 is technically not a crowd. Secondly, if anybody's an expert in cultural appropriation, it's me. Come on, I'm the biggest wannabe American around. What are my hobbies? It's the NBA, US TV shows, US movies, US comedy. That's pretty much the list. What are we playing here? C5. My hobby should be to focus on this game against Querido Artista. Big expert of chess theory, Querido Artista. Blitzed out his moves here. What was this line? Ugh, I wish I could remember stuff. Do I have to defend the pawn? I think rook c1, maybe knight a3 was some expert move somewhere. I once had something very similar to this. You know how it is. Damn, I can't remember. How bad can it be, though? As a rule of thumb, it's a good idea for white to keep as many pieces as possible on the board in this Marocci type of structure. At least that's what I've been told. Here I guess I should take, even though that contradicts what I just said. But I don't think I can avoid the exchange of these dudes. Bishop g7. How do I reshuffle my pieces now? I guess just play normal. Bishop e3, queen d2. I always think white is slightly better in these structures, and I shouldn't pre-move ef5. But they have certain appeal from the black point of view as well, because they're not so tough to play. Well, with white you have to be a little more inventive. The good thing is if you can keep the tension, you don't run into any discomfort, even though I think I've misplayed this as usual. But if you don't misplay it, then I believe you typically end up with a better position because of the structure. Not sure how much sense I'm making, but I am saying I do believe in the white cause here, even though it's not always easy to prove it over the board. Bishop d7 is what I was expecting. I'm not sure if I should get out of the way, but I don't think I have time. So I'll go here and allow him to take. Pros and cons. More cons, probably. So it looks like Querido Artista is not so sure about taking. And if he goes queen b6, then I'll happily reshuffle my knight too, because I don't really want him to take. It was mainly about avoiding a4, or to be ready to meet a4 with b4. Now we can go back to moving back and forth. Queen f8, another sort of standard maneuver intending h5 followed by king h7, maybe bishop h6. Well, with white, it ain't easy to proceed. G3 fits wrong. Nah. This was a sad move, and sort of shows why I struggle playing these positions, because it ain't easy to come up with sensible plans, and the knight is not better on e2, it doesn't do anything on d4. This really, well, if you are being generous, you could call it maneuvering, but if you are less generous, you could also call it clueless moving around of pieces. But in the old books, they always call this. German, the word is lavieren, right? Yeah, he follows the path I mentioned. Now, you know what? Now that I provoked h5, I'll go back. This is all part of my master plan. Don't you guys worry. Probably no one really worried about me. But I thought that h5 at least weakens the king side a bit, so this stuff looks a little more appealing to go for this structure with ed. Even though, as I might have said already, I'm not sure if I know what I'm doing here. Now I want to put the bishop on d3. I'd be okay exchanging the bishop for this knight, and then slowly make something happen. On the king side, that has been weakened a little bit by him going what's called h5. Knight g4 threat. It's an inconvenience at least. Weird effing move, rook d4, but I didn't want to play h3 and I didn't want to have knight g4. Leave this pawn unprotected. I guess this is an exchange I could give with a clear conscience. Of course I won't, because I'm a chicken. Nah, you know what? You can have that guy. That's a position where the two bishops do look very nice. Were he to take, I'm not sure if white is better or anything, but it does look like it's very good compensation to me. Of course he's not forced to take. Knight d5, queen h5 is my cunning trap, but that didn't quite work. Still like my position though. The question is how to break through. I'll hint at g4. I need to get my king out of the way first. I can probably go h4. h3 was actually dumb. Yeah. Ugh, that was dumb. Stupid Jan. Stupid Jan. Okay, then let's see some action on this side of the board. Queen f4. Risky. Risky. Tactics. Alright, now that I took the piece, the game is sort of over. And these bishops, they nasty. Should try to make some sense along the way, but in general it's hard to screw this up. Are we playing the flagging game? Don't play the flag game when you're down a minute. Thanks, Querido Artista. That was an interesting game where, yeah, I showed my sort of lack of understanding for these structures. The good thing, black, yeah, can't do many productive things here either. And this h5 move, yeah, it has pros and cons. Here, I'm reasonably optimistic about white's chances before and after the exchange sacrifice. Even after h3, h4, I'm not sure I played that well. Anyway, interesting game against Querido Artista. Thank you, sir. Who shall we play next? What about Carlos Hernandez, #1 from Colombia? 1c4. By the way, why don't we make more jokes in chess about c4 being a dynamite move? This move is dynamite in the hands of Levon Aronian. c4 is pure, is very explosive. Do we do it because c4 is a known explosive, right? If I have to explain it, I guess the joke doesn't really land. I don't know. This move order c6, I just played e4 to be a contrarian. I've never thought about this. After e6, e4 is a well-known way to do it. I don't know how this plays out if he goes d5 here. If he goes e5, then we'll get some sort of old Indian or slow King's Indian position after knight f3, followed by d4. That are typically nice for white, so that I'm not all that concerned about. But d5 I was curious about, but I'm guessing what is better after e5 or cd followed by e5. Yeah, now we get this typical structure, knight bd7. Maybe Carlos Hernandez number 1 enjoys a setup with h6, bishop e7 and g5. I enjoy when people enjoy that, at least. And I'm reading in the chat that the c4 thing is an overused joke. Okay, then it's good that I'm not using it. I just thought of it because I've never made that joke. I was wondering, why don't I make that joke? But I'm reading that Ben Feingold and many others are already onto that topic. Yeah, bishop e3 might have been a bit nonsensical because it does allow knight g4. I could pretend that my bishop is better on d2 than it was on c1, but it really isn't, because now it leaves d4 more vulnerable and b2 more vulnerable. So, yeah, no follow-up. And bishop e3 wasn't my greatest move ever. Up there, but not the greatest ever. I can't really decide on a setup, so I'm mixing all the setups. Where does h3 fit in? I thought it might fit in with rook e1, bishop f1, but I'm not sure. a3 is a typical move after b5, I guess, to stop b4. Because I'm not worried about the change of structure here with bc, bishop c4. And normally, black is left with more pawn weaknesses than white. Now on the chance of the c4 jokes, we're discussing the b4 jokes. Yeah, I was fairly obsessed with the b4 jokes. Like, don't play b4 before b4 is any good. Stuff like that, I've done plenty. But I think at some point when I was doing commentary with the great Peter Svidler, he was saying smart things and I was doing my b4 jokes and he had this look on his face like, okay, he'd never kill anybody because he's so polite, but I think that's the closest Svidler has ever come to manslaughter when I did my 15th before is good joke in the show. So I've decided to tone it down a little. Just a little. About the position, this, I would guess, is a typical setup for white, where I'm occupying more space. And I'm happy. Mainly, I'm waiting for him to do something inappropriate, like taking on d4, because my pieces will spring to life with more ease than the black pieces. Therefore, I've been, dodging, clarifying the situation, waiting for a better spot before I go d5 or c5 or de5 or whatnot. But I have a feeling the time is now. Not really sure why. Thing is, white is always a bit better here, but it takes a lot of work to break down the black structure, and as always in these King's Indian structures, you have to be careful about long-term counterplay. Here after CD, bishop c8, knight g6, there's some hope for black on the king side, but because of the white space advantage, white is better. And the rook on d8 also stops him from going for the typical black plan here, which would be bishop d8 and try to bring this bishop to c6, which is why he correctly goes rook c8. Intending to maybe play bishop d8 in the near future. I want to go a4, but it's slightly bothering me that after ba I can't recapture it because e4 is hanging. So I'll first play g3, keep my options open. Ask him if he wants to take here, which I guess he doesn't want to, but we'll ask him. Knight d7. Now it's time for my first active move of the game. Let's do it. Let's surprisingly start playing on the king side. Knight h4. Boom! I'm not really intending to mate him, because I don't know how to do that. If I knew how to do that, I'd do it more often. But I don't know what I was doing. Wasting everybody's time. So what belongs where here? f3 is kind of tempting, but so weakening. Put the bishop here maybe to prepare a4. Clumsy looking move as well, I'll admit. But not obvious to me how black intends to regroup either, because I have all this space. This could either be very expert or very naive, avoiding exchanges, because I'm still arguing I have more space than him. So even though he controls the c-file, there's no obvious entry squares. Therefore, I should not help over there. Knight b6, any good? Just, fishing for material gains, as we all do in life, even though we all know that material possessions don't make us happy. It's about the relationships we build. So I should talk about this knight. So I should talk to this knight about our great time we had together, jumping to b6 and then c4. I'm not making sense today. I'm so sorry, guys, that you have to listen to this. What, Carlos Hernandez #1 resigns? That's an odd position to resign. Obviously, I was winning on time, but why resign here? I was looking forward to stuff like takes, check. A lot of action still left. But yeah, these positions, they're a little passive for black. Even though I'm not claiming I play them particularly well. Thanks for the game, Carlos, and sorry, the time ran out so quickly. Let's play Fiedemeister, Abel Baumann. If Abel is there. Where you at, Abel Baumann? Not around. Let's start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, Abel. We weren't able to play. I'm sure he's heard that pun before. Alright, then let us try to find a player who I'm bad at math. My rating is 3 times higher than String Slingers. So that's exciting. But it says String Slinger is disconnected too. No one's here. What about Dot Snurf? Dot Snurf? What does that mean? Is Dot Snurf there? Or is the site having problems? No, someone's here. What's up, Dot Snurf? What is a dot? Dot S-Nerf dot. What does that stand for? I have a feeling it's something clever. I don't get it. I'm familiar with nerfs and dots and S's, but all these things combined, they don't add up to me. What can I do against the King's Indian this time? My main move is still bishop e3 after all those years. Sometimes I'll castle and dabble in these good old main lines. The system I had the most sympathy for, but I'm not really up to date here, has always been the Kramnik system. Or I call it the Kramnik system. It's probably called the bayonet attack. I think that's what it's called. Mainly because it's harder to get checkmate here. Rook e8, yeah, this is some expert stuff. I think this is what Robin van Kampen recommended in his excellent, I haven't seen all of it, but yeah. In his video series on the King's Indian, looks like Snurf is way more booked up than me on these things. Knight f5, can you do that? Whoa. See? I did not know. I've seen something like that, but yeah. I'll take your word for it, Snurf. I'm guessing the idea is knight d4, so I'm trying to scare him out of knight d4. Even though, yeah, he shouldn't be scared away from it. Going for some pawn grabbery like this. I'm guessing knight d7 and then some counterplay. I have no idea. Knight h5 maybe. Knight h5 looks like a good move. Interesting stuff. Yeah, knight h5 feels like the right move somehow. Maybe I can go g3 or f4 then. Goes knight d7, which also looks fine. Can I take? Losing material? That would be a pity. We'll find out, I guess. Strange position. My pieces are a little loose. And as we all know, LPDO, loose pieces drop off. But I didn't see any direct tricks. Knight a4, I thought I had knight c6 and I was the side winning material. So let's double check that. Done double checking. Because yeah, if I were to take on a4 twice, d4 was hanging, but I thought knight c6, you know. Attacks the black queen and still keeps an eye on this guy, which is hard to protect. Knight b2, knight d8, for example, white wins. What are we talking about? Who's going to win the candidates? I don't know. Isn't that the beauty of it? And do we call it sports? I guess in this case we can call it sports or in competition. That we don't know who's going to win. Therefore, we can watch and be surprised. All the good stuff. I don't even know who's the favorite at all. Levon, I feel like has... I'm not even sure if it's fair to say he has the highest ceiling, but he's had the best year 2017. But he's traditionally struggled at this stage of the qualifiers. I always think Caruana can do great things. Wesley So has had tremendous period. They're all good. Mamedyarov, Grishuk. If those guys catch fire. That's some expert punditry here. Expert punditry. They're all good. Good players. Best chess players in the world. Pretty good at chess. But no, I can't even think of a favorite. I do think that I'm a favorite in this game after Queen c1. But yeah, being the piece down. Things were tough for Snurf. I'm sure Robin covered this stuff in his video series. Knight f5, yeah, I have it in the back of my mind that this was the problem with this queen d3, but I don't know any further. What I did looks logical, but I'm reasonably sure there's some solution for black there. Anyway, thanks for the game. Snurf. Let's see if we can get a non-King's Indian game or something. And what do we have? Lots of challenges. This does seem to be a good time to do the Banter Blitz. The good old Banter Blitz. Oh, a Grandmaster rated 1841. That's the best case scenario. Let's see what chess coach is up to. My best guess, I'm saying a lot of best guess today, his real rating is not 1841, but maybe he hasn't played very much on this side. You never know. He does go for the Italian. So let's see if I can remember anything. Probably not. This is not really the Italian. This is just some, I don't even know what they call this. The 4 knights thingy. This is just boring. Can I go bishop b4 here? Is that a move? Just to spice things up. Of course bishop b6 or taking are fine. I guess I should go here. Who's chess coach? Dejan Antic. From Serbia. Alright, here we are. h3. Exciting. Maybe he's not going to play h3. I'm just expecting h3. There's knight d5. My adrenaline levels are still not going crazy. But that might change. So far, typical maneuvering. I always believe it's a decent idea if you get the chance to do with like half a gain of tempo, like here, to bring this knight from c6 to g6. Because the knight on c6, especially if white ever goes c3, is always a little stupidly placed. While on g6, it's a decent piece. One problem I have is white hasn't played h3 yet, therefore he can play g3 maybe, restricting that knight. But he might think twice about it because g3, bishop g4. Slightly awkward as well. So we'll see how this goes. Should I spend some time on provoking h3? No, not necessary yet. I'll just put my pieces on decent squares for now. Queen f6 looks logical. Maybe go king h8 at an opportune moment to prepare a future f5. But now he also has to think about me going bishop g4 at least. Can you go g3 if I go knight f4 or not? Ugh, now I have to think. That wasn't really part of the plan. I'm not sure if g3 is legit here or not. It looks like the critical move. I'm hoping to have some trick then, but I haven't spotted it yet, to be perfectly honest. g3, bishop g4, let's say knight h4. Maybe there's nothing there. I can always make some moves, knight e2 check and knight d4. And yeah, maybe there's nothing particularly exciting. We'll see. It's still a committal decision at least. Here's knight e1. Queen g5 threatens to win the queen, which is at least good on practical grounds. The problem is he's probably going to spot that and go king h1 when I'm not sure I have any trickery left. Wouldn't that be sad? Bishop h3, king take. 91, good move. Didn't see that one. Okay, then back to the boring board. Ugh, so dull though. Can't I do anything exciting? Don't see anything. Bishop e6 is a little sad though, I have to admit. Yeah. Now I'm sad. Very sad. Unhappy, very unhappy. Trying to prepare f5, but I had the feeling he would not just let me do it. Very sad, yet again. Because f5, knight h4 was a nuisance. Now maybe he should go f4. He doesn't, he goes queen d1. He wants to have c3. After, let's say f5, he can go c3. Yeah. That means it's still Dallasville, Tennessee. Sorry, guys. Queen d1, good move though. Instead of doing all this whining, I should also mention that's a pretty decent move. I'm starting to feel like the trend is no longer my friend in this game. Chess coach has outmaneuvered me. Well, he is a chess coach. He should know how to maneuver. I'm just moving my pieces around, trying to win on time. But yeah, after it was me having the initiative for most of the game, it feels like that trend is slightly shifting now. Action! Finally, we're getting some action. The position might open up just a little bit. Not really opening up, but still, this is tenser than it used to be. Why do I blunder knight h4 after I talked about it? Ad nauseum, and he doesn't go for it. Instead, he sort of counter blunders. Even though knight c5, he has ef5. That's unfortunate. Now I can go knight c5. I was calculating queen takes and then takes on f1, knight c5, maybe some rook a4. Maybe I could find ways to get to that pawn. Well, now it looks like I'm taking a pawn, no? And I like pawns. Yummy. Can I take more pawns? Give me all your pawns. That should be enough pawns for today. Stop offering draws, chess coach. You're 2 pawns down. Unless I miscounted, which has happened. No one's ever accused me of being a good technical chess player, but 2 pawns are 2 pawns. Yeah, that was weird because it was this double blunder. First, yeah, f3 seemed a little slow, but then in this position, I went queen g6, which was stupid. Any other square allowing knight h4, which is a topic I talked about quite a bit earlier. And he counters with queen g3, which blunders knight c5. Very similar blunder, actually. After that, black was better. Anyway, thanks for the game, Mr. Chess Coach. Who do we play next? That's always the big question. What about McChat? McChat? Sight acting up a bit today? Things feel a little slowish, don't they? Schildkröte is saying, Friday played a Blitz tournament in Germany with some GMs and IMs. Got crushed by most of them, but I was able to beat some of them. In Blitz, even a GM can be bad. Schildkröte is always crushing me in Blitz, no? Schildkröte is a good Blitz player, don't be so humble. And let's see if this game is finally starting. Something's a little off here. I'm not sure if it's my connection or whatnot. But things seem slowish. Tells me game aborted. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. See, that's why you only make your Banter Blitzes during office hours. Because then there's people in the office that can tell me, oh no, we really need to restart node server 71432H. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Things just seem slow. Yeah, but I seem a little slow today too, so that does it up. Where are we here? What am I doing? Wow, Clash City Rocker has finally completed my psychological profile after 2 years of very hard work. He's getting the straitjackets out. And who can blame him? What's happening now? Do you see that? My whole banter world is collapsing. Here? Here we are, upshot. Another lovely game of chess. So what's my psychological profile, Clash City Rocker? I'm an INTP, that's the, what's it called, Myers-Briggs? It's the only one I know. We are playing against Upshot. Playing the good old Queen's Gambit decline so far, and this is the position. We have like 18 different choices. DC4 is part of one of my video series, the Vienna. C6 is semi-Slav, I've played many a game. Knight BD7, I've played Bishop E7, it's the most classical Queen's Gambit. Recently I've dabbled a bit with the Ragozin, the move Bishop B4. One move that I played once, arguably the most important game in my life, with Black against Gabriel Sargsyan, the good old European Team Championship 2011. It's the move C5, CD5, Knight D5, the so-called semi-Tarash. C5, Bishop G5 people normally don't do, right? Why don't they do that? Looks logical enough, so I guess it must be some fourth sequence, like CD, Knight D4, E5, followed by D4. Does that make sense? Upshot. Deep thought already. Knight d4 looks logical. Queen d4, knight c6. Bishop f6, I have knight d4, and this could get complicated. I could also just play bishop e7 here, if but didn't want complications. Well, let's find out what's going on here. Bishop f6, maybe just gf is the best move, and then go d4. Because knight d4, bishop d8, knight c2 is probably not great. And bishop d8, knight f3, yeah, so I don't feel like it's the way to go. So gf followed by d4. At least it's going to be sharp position. Pretending like I want to get a sharp position. Zeelandson is saying he just did a personality test. It said I'm high in openness but low in extroversion. That confused me. Are you sure it said you're high in openness and it didn't say you were high on opiates while you were doing the test? Sorry. The joke just occurred to me. I'm not sure it worked. What else are we talking about? Hey, stop going after my king. Don't touch my... Another thing, I don't say fucking much on this program, so I was wondering, have we used all the comedic possibilities that the fact that the word fucking ends with the word king offers us chess players? Don't touch my fucking king. That doesn't work, right? Sorry, apologies to our younger viewers. Forget that word. King d1. That's central. I'm not sure how worried I should be about queen g7. Probably should have been a little more worried about it. But I decided I'll go long castles and good things will happen to me because I'm such a gifted attacking player. Zeelandson is saying, I'm too smart to take opiates. Silky Jan. Do you mean silky? No, you meant silly, right? That's typo, yeah. I understand, Zeelandson, and I meant no offense, but you gotta admit, it was funny. Like, I should be my own comedy judge. I give myself like 8 comedy points for that one. And Lyra Pan is saying, didn't see F-bombs coming. Yeah, I don't use them much. It's like, I think in a PG-13 movie you're allowed 1 F-bomb. Is that correct? Those are the rules I stick to with Banter Blitz. It's like this X-Men movie where Wolverine says at the bar, he drops his 1 F-bomb. And then they can't use it anymore. Also, with the word bomb, I struggle because the B is silent, right? The second B. But in German it's Bombe, where the second B is not silent at all. So it's hard for me to pronounce it bomb and not bombe, bombe. It's like dump, dump and dumper is what I want to say. With my strong German accent. But gotta go easy on those silent B's. I'm a pawn down, but his king is central, and I will start a ferocious attack anytime soon. Keishan Patton is asking if you can use the term forking hell if your opponent forks you. Yeah, I've done many variations of that joke as well. He forked up the game, stuff like that. And Penguin Do says bombastic commentary. Who was called Bombastic Bushnick? Those are my references. The lawyer of Johnny Carson. Bombastic Bushnick. Sounds creepy in the way I pronounce Bushnick, doesn't it? This is a weird show. Normally my shows are not that filthy. Even my chess is not very filthy. I just move around, try to take some of your pawns, and then win on time. That's all I want to do, really. I guess it's this Jumanji movie did it to me. Like all the dick jokes, so many dick jokes in a family movie. Maybe they do it to keep the adults engaged. To like, we'll sneak in some dick jokes there. Then the adults can smile knowingly because they got the dick joke. I don't know. What's with all the dick jokes, The Rock? Now I've watched Baywatch and Jumanji. Filthy. Filthy. I don't want to blunder. I don't want to fork up the game because of knight c5. So I'll throw in a little b6 here. Oh, we're already in the flagging part of the game. Sometimes it's disappointing when Flagville appears sooner than we thought. Because I might have checkmated him had I not flagged him. Unlikely, admittedly, but could happen. You never know. And if you think I could have gone to b3 directly, you're not wrong. Uh-oh. Just made it. Just made it. And just made it to mate him. You say to mate him, I say to mate him. See, the show's getting better and better. Give me another one of your titlos. Where are your titlos at? Any title players? Proxima Centauri? 3-minute challenge? Oh no, why did I accept? Anyway, let's play against CM Proxima Centauri. Don't mess with the CM. Good old, what do you call this? It's sort of a mix between, I don't even know what this could be. Half Benoni, half nonsense. Anyway, let's make some moves. I'm a humble young man. I just want to get my pieces out. If you go bishop b7, I will be morally obliged to play d5. But it's not because I want to. It's just because you went bishop b7, and I gotta lock that bishop out of the game. b5, so aggressive. Can I take a pawn? You know I like taking pawns. That is pretty much the only topic that is covered extensively on this show. Mr. Jan's love of grabbing pawns. I like taking knights too, but not as much as taking pawns. So we're continuing, huh? All right. Always slightly undermines my faith in humanity when people don't believe that I can win a game. With a piece and a bunch of pawns up. But who am I to judge when we should resign our chess games? I mean, I will. I'm obviously judging, but I never really take offense if people don't resign, because it's such a personal thing when you want to end the game. Or maybe you think good things might still happen, like I could lose on time, or I could fall asleep, or you could start a lethal mating attack. None of those are out of the question, are they? They're all sort of out of the question. H5 is another move I did not see coming. I'm bored. Can we play a new game? Not yet, huh? Then let's find a checkmate. This is checkmate T. Not checkmate yet, but checkmate T. Queen e5 is the only legal move, but now it's checkmate. Thanks for the game, Proxima Centauri. And now Felix. Carl Nearing is here. What's up, Carl Nearing? Ugh, Carl, you and your injuries, what? And your sicknesses, what's going on there? The flu, bronchitis, the worst part has been tearing a muscle twice. Sorry, Carl, hope you get better. Sad to hear that. Sorry for this being sort of a King's Indian theme show, isn't it? Like, it feels like every game is some version of some King's Indian. I guess I should play one e4 at some point. Now Felix goes c5, so it's not technically going to be a King's Indian. Carnarian is saying, Jan looking a bit healthier than last time I saw him. What does that mean? I've been like eating like a pig. Do pigs eat a lot, or is that a stereotype? I've been eating a lot of food, especially between Christmas and the New Year. So if slightly fatter is your definition of slightly healthier, then I'm going to have to agree. Other than that, I take great offense, because I'm always in fantastic shape. No, thanks, Carl. We are now transposing to the good old Tarrasch defense, which is a defense I never play myself with black because you often end up with an isolated pawn. Not that much to show for it, but it is an opening that has always had very passionate followers, and I'm not saying that black is necessarily much worse than any of the main lines. It's just, yeah, something that you need a lot of dedication to play with black and to uphold, because there's so many lines where you have to be extremely precise not to fall into just a passive bad situation. Bishop e7, I shall castle. It's always good to go for a Newcastle. Not a Newcastle football game, but now that's a horrible joke. I apologize. My punchline game in English is really weak. There's a bunch of questions about Tata Steel coverage. I mentioned it earlier on, but in case you're just joining us, the truth is I don't really know yet. My best guess, but this is really just a guess, is that we will embed the official English show and I'll be doing the occasional German commentary, or I don't know, we might have a guest and I might do a few days of English as well. I'm not sure. I won't be involved in the official commentary from over there. So I'll probably be doing something in German, but it's not set in stone yet. Hopefully I'll know soon. And apologies for the late note. It will certainly be covered. And if I don't do live commentary, which I would like to do, I love talking nonsense, as we know. If I don't do live commentary, I'll do highlight videos and recaps and stuff, you know. It's a big tournament, the Tata Steel. We won't ignore it. That is for sure. Gf6 can't be a good move here. No, Felix. You gotta go queen f6. This is it. I can't make moves now because we're playing queen f6, knight d5, queen b2, knight c7, rook a d8. Queen c1 is a theoretical line, leading to some endgame where white is a teeny tiny bit better. But gf, you just have all these weaknesses. I think black has to go d4. Now, if you give me time here to just build up rook fd1, queen h6, knight h4, the black position will fall apart quite quickly. So I thought that was the last chance to make something happen. I'd still go d4 even if it cost a pawn. But now I don't have to take it and go for the endgame anymore. Now I probably can focus on making some vague attacking gestures. If he goes d4, I can play queen h6. You know, make something happen. Here we go. Not sure how to react to f5, to be perfectly honest. Queen b6. I want to checkmate you now, Felix. That's not normally my MO, but for you, I'll make an exception. See how I'm calculating? f5, knight f6, takes, queen b2, something, knight g5, should be checkmate. He goes back. That's slow. Is it not? Is it not slow? Was he fast? No, he was very slow. You're not baby driver material in this game. No, Felix. Weird movie, this Baby Driver, wasn't it? Rook e8, probably a good move. Let's swing this dude across. He can't take because of knight f6. And if he can't take, maybe I can use the rook to do some more damage on the king side. Knight e5, another good move. I'm not anticipating many of the good, but not that hidden resources that now Felix comes up with. And now Felix has made my life much harder. Focus, Jan. Don't panic just yet. But yeah, that was sort of not the way I intended things to go. See? Never try to checkmate anybody, Jan. Keep talking to yourself or off yourself in the third person, but take people's pawns, win on time, but don't make yourself look silly by trying to attack. You see where this is leading? Nowhere. I'm out of ideas. We'll go here. Now Felix has completely outplayed me over the last couple of moves. Defended really well. And as I said, not much left of my attack. Not even sure if I'm still better. Croissante says Baby Driver was the best last year, the most stylish movie. Nah, I didn't like Baby Driver that much. I enjoyed Atomic Blonde. I thought that was more stylish and also a better action movie. Like, it kept me engaged all the way. Baby Driver was this weird sort of... I don't even know the genre. Was it supposed to be a Western or... I don't know. Now I could transpose to my type of situation with Queen e6 followed by Rook takes d4. And I should have. But no, not too big on Baby Driver. Alright, but this dude, is he a good actor? What's the main character called? He has one of these weird names. No offense. Ansel Elgort? I think that's the name. At some point there was this quiz. Is something IKEA furniture or a Hollywood actor? With Ansel Elgort, Alden Ehrenreich and all those dudes. But is he a good actor? Or is he... Does he have one mode only and he played that all the way? I'm not sure. I was confused by Baby Driver. More than anything. And it also felt too inspired by all these Ryan Gosling movies. This Drive and whatever they're called. Place in the Pines. And all these stoic Ryan Gosling things. Let's play against Commando. Didn't I play Commando recently? Maybe not. Maybe I tried to play him last show and he wasn't there. Something like that. Anyway, good game by Felix, who hung in there way longer than I thought he was, frankly. I was trying to show off and checkmate him. He did not let that happen at all. Defended very well, and then in the end, time pressure got to him. But nothing but praise for that performance. D3, what did I do? I normally go for this. If the bishop is not committed to e7 yet, might as well put it here. Note to self, don't blunder a piece. That's the problem with these e4, e5 structures sometimes. It's not so hard for white to follow certain patterns. And I might have slightly misplayed things, to be completely honest. Phone, but I'm doing the show. Can't answer right now. I'll call back. If you're watching, dear caller. First of all, if you're watching, why are you calling? Secondly, I'll call back. Go away. Go away. Yeah, I'm not sure I like the way this game is going. Actually, I don't like it. I've played terribly. But instead of whining about it, let me try to hang in there. Hanging around. My d2, that's a surprise. I really thought this knight would go to c5. Was slightly more unpleasant square, wasn't it? Now that's your point. e4, all right. I should go away. So aggressive, relentless. What was that? That was madness. Still not doing well. I'm annoyed. I've played this game very badly and very slowly. Yeah. Good game. Sorry, Commando. He played better than me. I played a horrible, horrible game. And yeah, I deserved to lose that one. I'm upset now. Well, what can you do? What time is it? Let's play 2 more games. And then go home and gain strength for Monday morning. Because this is the end of the weekend. If you can't wait for the weekend to begin, then you have to make it through 5 more days. Starting tomorrow. Snosko Borowski, another FIDE master. Good old Snoski. I think we've played before. What can I do against Snosko Borowski? Play some junky sideline. First of all, because all this theory after castles, it's hard to make things happen, isn't it? This is what I like to call the Paco Vallejo line. Because Paco was the first that started experimenting with this. I don't think it fully equalizes, but surprisingly, it is better than it looks. I forgot what I'm supposed to do, I guess. Takes and then get pieces out. I don't think there's anything magic that can be done. But if Snosko Borowski makes me believe in magic, then I'll happily change my mind. Can I do this? Maybe Queen e4 could have been played now. Yeah, Queen e4 was better than this. Here, or take on c3 first, and then here. No, I'll go here. Looks fun, at least. Bishop g5, queen e2. Who knows? Weird position, but at least it made him think. Knight g5, bishop f5 doesn't do much. Fg, queen e3 is of course bad positionally. And bishop g5, yeah, I was torn between queen e4 or queen e2. Both look plausible. Maybe here just to continue being weird. Or is queen e2 just good for me and too good to pass up? Yeah, I guess I should play it simple. Nah, I dislike my decision now. As I tend to whenever I make a decision. I won't stand by it for any second. Because now all of a sudden my pieces are starting to look a little weird. He's thinking, I'm not sure what he's thinking about, because b3 looks like the way to go to me. But maybe a3, bishop a5, rook b1 could be an option as well. Rook e1, okay, I'll develop. That should only delay the c4 pawn question. King d3, all right. Yeah, why did I think this was impossible? I don't know. Yeah, this was stupid again. I'm playing badly now, which is very sad. I get so mad at myself when I start playing terribly. And I have like 0 tilt control, which might be another thing to talk about with my future shrink. Why do you get upset so easily, Jan? Probably that's what wouldn't be what he would ask, right? He would like, I don't know. Do shrinks, the stereotype is they date everything back to what happened to you in your childhood, right? But I don't think. I don't know. I can't think of any traumatic event that would make me upset about losing chess games. Maybe I lost a chess game in my childhood. Maybe that's the solution. So EF knight f6 check, that far I can't calculate. Some weird move, I guess. Strange position. I'm worse, I believe, because his knight is probably stronger than my bishop. But at least this bishop gives me some lingering counterplay with rook b4, trying to target the c4 pawn. So it's not completely obvious, but I think, yeah, takes and then a3 should close the doors. And I'm not sure if I'm seriously worse here. Actually, I think I'm not. I goes g4, that's interesting. I thought he would go a3. This might be a good decision, because rook b4, knight d2 doesn't really accomplish much. And a3 did not run away. So what is this? Takes and bring the king here. I'll try. But I might not be in time. Why don't I think these things through? Ugh. Not a bad decision. Not h5, or maybe h5 too, but going for this without thinking, because I thought I could go king f6, king g5, but then I realized that yeah, things didn't really work that way. Now I'm sitting here. Without a lot of active plans, and Dr. Snosko, after some thinking, correctly concludes that I can't really do much. He goes there. Draw it will be. Another draw. You know what? It's my sportsman day. I'll even offer one. Yeah, that was a strange game. Judging these positions is tricky, at least for me. But mainly what I'm annoyed about, I'm not sure if I had anything better. I went for this and I thought, I'll just grab stuff with my king without even thinking about the option that he can maybe be in time here and grab stuff first. So that was a bit dumb. And after that, yeah, I think I'm slightly worse here. And maybe it's still a draw, maybe I'm in trouble, who knows. But good game, Snosko Borowski. Right, that's 2 draws in a row. Then, last game for today against Gueldos, who I've never played before. And then I'll go home, because I'm still in the office. Get some sleep. Be back tomorrow. I don't think there's Banter Blitz, but I believe we're publishing, or yeah, I think I'm doing an opening clinic, we call those, on Tuesday. So we'll publish the article, the news article, where you can put your opening clinics questions tomorrow. And then I'll start, browsing those questions, prepare my answers. These opening clinics are a lot of work because I like to, have my answers ready and have given them some thought. But they're also useful for me because sometimes the questions will alert me of some trends that I wasn't aware of. So they hopefully also keep me in touch with opening theory. Then we'll do the show, I guess, on Tuesday. Check it out. Gueldo's not here, so I'll abort that one and find somebody else to play with. Who could we play with? What about Soulful number 1? Rocking a Hikaru Nakamura profile picture there. Mr. Soulful. Goes now 3 d5. At least that's a non-King's Indian and a non-e4 e5. Feels like we've only played 2 openings really today. Bishop g4 here. I've never thought about this move. I'm guessing knight e5 is the obvious reply. No, I'm trying to hit that bishop. But I've never given it much thought. Do you go f6 here or what do you do? I guess I'll find out. e6. Can I go all aggressive with queen b3? Gotta try it, right? In general, whenever your opponent brings out this bishop so early, the ways to punish it, this could be good or not good, is trying to go for a quick queen b3, going after this b7 pawn. Queen c8, I'm not convinced that I can't take this pawn. If I'm not convinced that I can't take a pawn, I typically will take the pawn. You can try, bishop b1, queen f7 doesn't work. Bishop b4, bishop d2. No, none of those have a big impact, so I guess bishop e6 is forced. Giving me this as well will probably not help the black case. The black cause. And the black case. He's thinking, should I resign or should I continue the game with king d8? Because those are the only 2 legal options. Or offer a draw and hope I accept it, but I would not. And king d8, bishop g5. Does not look great. And therefore, Soulful number 1 resigns. That brings us to the end of today's show. Thanks for watching. I'm glad that I timed my meltdown so that was at the end of the show. Because if the meltdown is at the beginning of the show, then it's too early. So thanks for that. Bunch of very tough games today. Bunch of undeserved draws, to be perfectly honest with you. It looks like we do get a completely new crowd in here, judging from the live people and the challenges I got. A lot of faces or names I've never seen. Doing this at a different, slightly later time. So I'll make an effort to do, I'm not sure how many I can do on weekends, but I'll try to throw some in there at later hours of the day to, get in touch with those of you who work a lot, who are based in the US. That's about it, right? You European unemployed bums that are my regular clientele, you'll be with me, I hope, for the next Banter Blitz, which I forgot when it is. It will be soon. Thank you guys for watching. Apologies for the usual, the not making sense, the narcissism, the whining, the not properly explaining chess stuff, the apologizing, all that. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.